Welcome back. For those of you that are new, my name is Alyssa Pajoli. I'm a life leadership connection coach, and I'm super grateful you're here. And based on the conversations I've been having, I wanted to break down the difference between a paradigm and a limiting belief, because what a lot of people approach habit change or belief change or relationship work with is thinking that it really fundamentally starts with what it is they're thinking. And what is frustrating about this is when we are thinking that a limiting belief is the reason in which we're not getting the results we want or seeing the success or the change in dynamics, it's because we're focusing on the limiting belief and we're not really tackling the paradigm. And so a limiting belief is a thought that we are aware of. It's usually our conscious thought that we can easily pinpoint because it's a limiting belief or a thought in which we're having. A paradigm is the way in which we're being that is based on a subconscious element that is stemmed from the reticular activating system or the reticular activating lens. And what happens is because it's subconscious, it's not as easy to pinpoint because it's subconscious. 2, it's automatic. And 3, it is what creates our neuroplasticity that then creates habits, which then enable limiting beliefs to come in. So we have to look at creating change from the inside out versus thinking my outside is what has to change to be able to create my inside. And a wonderful resource, like I discussed last week, is the Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. Bob Proctor just breaks it down so simply. Because, and this is important because the paradigm controls us to a very enormous degree. And so what he says is, thinking positive isn't going to do it. It's an illusion. It takes a change in paradigm. And a paradigm is a multitude of ideas that are fixed in our subconscious minds. Ideas that are fixed in our subconscious minds are known as habits. That's where the neuroplasticity comes in. A paradigm is a multitude of habits that are fixed in our subconscious mind. A habit is an idea that expresses itself without a conscious thought. You automatically move through it. So your paradigm has nothing to do with what you've learned in school. If a person has a bad paradigm, they're going to lose, even if they have a great education. Their education is not going to help them because the paradigm is the being. It is that state in which it's subconsciously happening. So we want to develop awareness. As people, we become obsessed with development of the intellect and we ignore the development of awareness. The more aware we become, the more it's reflected in our results. A lack of awareness is also reflected in our results. So first step in changing the paradigm is become aware of what you're thinking and be able to put the brakes on yourself when you're choosing thoughts that are not serving you. Memory, perception, will, reason, imagination, and intuition are phenomenal powers. So we want to make sure that we're using them in the way in which it enables our paradigm to start creating a different way in being. And I think an easy way to look at this is start by asking yourself not what do you have to do today, but who do you want to be today? Because the more aware we can become of what is our intention and how is it that we're showing up and what is it that we're thinking and how is that thinking impacting our actions and our ability to become aware and connect and articulate is so fundamentally important. So if you're trying to create change in yourself, your mindset, your job, your relationship, your health, it's not about being aware of the thought and the limiting belief and trying to just change it. It's really about embodying and finding data to validate that the paradigm, that subconscious, through repetition of communicating that repetition of awareness and conscious thinking to develop who it is you want to be and how it is you want to show up is so important. So I hope this makes sense. If not, you know where to find me. Book a call. We can absolutely go through it more one-on-one. But this book really breaks down how to transform your life. So if you are a reader, please get it. If you're not a reader, please consider it. And I hope you have a beautiful day.